This is News 3 Now at 6.
Hospitals in Dane County want you to know they expect to start getting a COVID vaccine soon, but you can't reserve one just yet.
Amanda Quintana is at UW Hospital with more on how providers will serve as regional storage hubs as they prepare to administer and show people the vaccines are safe.
Yeah, well, the reason why they need to have these central storage locations is because the Pfizer vaccine has to be stored at nearly 100 degrees below zero. And here at UW, they can store 300,000 vaccines like that. Now, most of those are reserved for healthcare workers, but they hope that when you can get in line to get a vaccine, that you will, because you're confident in it.
I think there's still a lot that's kind of being fleshed out and determined, but the general approach is understood and I think is going to be effective.
That approach includes bigger hospitals with freezers like UW's and SSM Health's, both ready to store vaccines.
When the vaccine gets out of the ultra-cold storage freezer, the vaccine is good for 5 days in a refrigerator.
Exactly how DHS will then distribute those vaccines to smaller rural hospitals is still being worked out. It'll take multiple rounds of deliveries and months to get through healthcare workers, just 13,000 working for UW Health alone, then those in long-term care facilities and first responders before the general public can start being vaccinated.
So hopefully by the time we get to that point in the spring, the vaccine will be tried and tested and people will feel more comfortable with it.
A Pew Research study shows more Americans are feeling comfortable getting the vaccine. It's now at about 60%, up from around 50% back in September. But people still have a lot of questions. UW Health is hoping to answer them once the FDA approves a vaccine, which could happen on Thursday.
Without the FDA emergency use authorization, we don't have all of the information from the trials as well. And so we should hear more about that later this week, hopefully, and we'll be able to start getting more information out.
Both UW and SSM Health will then be focusing on education, making sure people understand how quickly this was rolled out doesn't affect its safety or effectiveness.
It's not by cutting corners. It's by taking some of the red tape and other things out.
Now, both of the healthcare systems are still trying to iron out a plan for how to get that first round of vaccines just to their employees. UW tells me that they are thinking about doing drive-through vaccinations, but SSM says that they're not thinking about going that route.
Amanda, thank you. State and county health officials have recorded 2,300 new COVID-19 cases today. That is well below the rolling average of 3,870 daily cases. There are 31 new deaths confirmed today and 70 new hospitalizations. The UW system says they will operate their surge testing sites until at least Christmas, and that is thanks to added support from the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services. Right now, there are 22 sites across the state located on or near UW campuses that provide free, rapid testing to community members, students, and employees. Originally, the test sites were slated to run through mid-December. To make an appointment, visit doineedacOVID19test.com.
Time now to check your first warn forecast. Here's meteorologist Dana Fulton. Dana?
Thankfully, we're not in for too cold of a night right now. It's pretty calm outside for us. Light breeze with temperatures holding close to freezing under this cloudy sky that we had for our Monday. That cloudy sky is going to hang with us as we head into tomorrow. About 32 in Madison, but 34 in Janesville and in Boscoville right now. Again, with a calm breeze and nothing new moving in on our Doppler track. Temperatures overnight only dropping a few more degrees with our cloudy sky. Doesn't allow us to drop quite as much. We'll stay fairly calm for the next few days, but we're looking at a system by the end of the week that's going to bring a chance for some rain and snow showers. May see a little accumulating snow by the end of this event, but we'll take a closer look at the timing and what's expected for Friday night into the weekend in just a few minutes.
Dana, thank you. Beloit police have arrested a man in connection with a homicide that happened this morning. 34-year-old Mario Tucker suspected of shooting and killing a 50-year-old man on 10th Street, a block north of the Beloit Historical Society. He was located about a mile away on the Portland Avenue Bridge and was seen dropping something into the water. Dive teams searched the Rock River for evidence. Police say several people in the area witnessed the shooting and helped identify Tucker.
We had great witnesses that came forward and felt that they needed to help us bring the suspect to justice, which they did. And that goes into the community relation that we have with our community members.
The victim later died at the hospital. Officials say he and Tucker had been living together for a short period of time and had a verbal argument before that shooting.
The 29-year-old man whose arrest triggered protest in Madison over the summer has pleaded guilty in 3 cases. Devon Ray Johnson pleaded guilty to the crime of criminal damage to the Wisconsin Law Enforcement Memorial. He also pleaded guilty to disorderly conduct and resisting an officer. Felony charges of threats to injure downtown business owners and escaping arrest were dismissed but read in. The judge sentenced him to 30 days in the Dane County Jail for each of the 3 cases, and that time has already been served. Johnson will have to pay restitution for the damage to the law enforcement memorial. He's on federal supervision now for 2 years after pleading guilty in October to extorting a local business. He demanded free food and drinks for protesters and threatened to destroy the buildings if owners didn't comply.
A new report shows Wisconsin's legislature is in for a tough budget discussion next year.
Amy Reed is live to explain why they may have to find an additional $400 million.
A new report from the Wisconsin Policy Forum shows that if legislators want even the same budget that they passed in 2018, they're going to have to find millions more. But now 2 new Finance Committee heads will take charge, one of them telling me this budget will be transformational.
There are just so many unknowns right now.
Jason Stein heads up the research at the nonpartisan Wisconsin Policy Forum. His latest report shows potential bad news for the budget the state legislature will write next year. Going off what the legislature passed last time and adjusting for natural increases in cost, the state will have to make up $373 million.
Without being melodramatic about it, in some cases we really are talking about people's lives and people's health. And so that really underlines the need for some savvy decisions over the next couple months.
These are preliminary projections, but if they stick, lawmakers will have to decide among budget cuts, increased taxes, federal Medicaid money, or dipping into the reserve funds to make up the difference. The last option acts almost as a state savings account, and the report shows it's in its best shape in a decade at nearly $2 billion.
And we should be thoughtful and targeted about how we deploy them now to try and make people's lives better, or at least avoid bad outcomes.
Spring Green Senator Howard Markline made one thing clear today.
I'm not going to speculate on what that looks like. Again, we're early in the process.
The incoming co-chair for the Joint Committee on Finance isn't saying how the legislature will handle it, though he said he doesn't want to raise taxes. One spot for savings he may favor would be blocking state agencies' requests for more money, and he didn't shoot down taking federal Medicaid expansion money.
Well, we're going to be looking at everything. I'm not, again, we're early in the process, and I'm not going to speculate as to what is going to be on the table when we get into the budget.
Right now, he said he and his colleagues are doing research on the situation, but he made it clear all of these numbers are preliminary. He said a lot can change between now and when legislators hand the budget to Governor Tony Evers this summer.
New at 6, Republican lawmakers have put up their own Christmas tree in the Capitol Rotunda in defiance of Governor Evers' administration. The governor decided not to have a tree this year since the building is closed to the public during the pandemic. Republicans requested a permit to put up what they called a, quote, historical display from December 1st through January 6th. The Department of Administration denied that permit. So the lawmakers set up a tree anyway, complete with a sign saying who it belongs to and that nobody should remove it. They also posted a video on the Wisconsin Assembly Republicans' YouTube page to show the decoration process with no one wearing masks.
Meanwhile, flags are at half staff in Wisconsin today. It is for National Pearl Harbor Remembrance Day. The attack on the U.S. naval base on the Hawaiian island of Oahu took the lives of 2,400 Americans. Another 1,200 were injured. Governor Evers says there are still more than 5,800 World War II veterans living in Wisconsin. Coming up next at 6, the open enrollment period to get health insurance coverage through the Affordable Care Act is only open for about another week. We'll explain how Wisconsinites can get free assistance with selecting a coverage plan. That's just ahead.
General Heating and Air Conditioning. Our large fleet of service vehicles are nearby, and our mobile fabrication shops allow us to save you time and money. When your home comfort system needs servicing or replacing, turn to the experts at Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
Let us help you create your family's recipe for health. SSM Health and News 3 Now are making it easy by putting all the ingredients right at your fingertips. With topics like healthy habits, nutrition, and mental well-being, there's something for everyone. Visit Channel 3000's Time for Kids page for advice from SSM Health experts. And catch fresh and informative reports on News 3 Now.
Take time for kids with SSM Health and News 3 Now.
When you protect what's important to you from COVID-19, you help protect everyone in Wisconsin. Learn how you can stop the spread at dhs.wisconsin.gov/COVID-19.
Raise your right hand and repeat after me.
I solemnly swear that I will support the veterans of the
United States Armed Forces.
I will defend the Constitution
against all enemies. That I will commit
to ensuring they are
not forgotten.
And I will enable veterans to live the same life of opportunity
they have provided me. So help me God.
General Heating and Air Conditioning. Our large fleet of service vehicles are nearby, and our mobile fabrication shops allow us to save you time and money. When your home comfort system needs servicing or replacing, turn to the experts at Carrier and General Heating and Air Conditioning.
You are watching News 3 Now at 6.
A March for Trump rally took place at the state capitol today. The group was marching to, quote, demand election integrity and believes the election is being stolen from President Trump. Joe Biden's victory was certified in Wisconsin a week ago. Recount processes in Dane and Milwaukee counties found no evidence of fraud and increased Biden's lead by a small number, about 74 votes. On Friday, the Wisconsin Supreme Court declined to hear President Trump's lawsuit attempting to overturn his loss to Biden in Wisconsin. Wisconsin leaders are encouraging people to sign up for health care coverage during the open enrollment period of the Affordable Care Act. That window is open through December 15th. That is next week. You can sign up online at healthcare.gov. A group called Protect Our Care hosted a virtual discussion today where U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin highlighted that it's never been more important to have access to quality care as the pandemic continues.
During this deadly pandemic, I want every Wisconsinite to have access to quality, affordable health care. And I also want to make sure that people with pre-existing health conditions are protected. Everyone deserves to know that their coverage will be there for them when they need it most. And that's exactly what the ACA provides.
The Wisconsin Insurance Commissioner joined the discussion to acknowledge that finding the right insurance can be confusing. Through a partnership with Governor Evers and DHS, there's an online resource called wiscovered.com where you can get help navigating health insurance or options like Badger Care and Cobra. You can also call 211 to get free expert help in English, Spanish, and Hmong, thanks to covering Wisconsin and the United Way.
A note to anyone who lives near the Dane County Airport, the 115th Fighter Wing of the Wisconsin Air National Guard will be conducting nighttime training flights. It'll be tonight through Thursday, so you may see or hear those F-16s landing and taking off until 10 p.m. Pilots are following flight paths designed to minimize noise for residents. And still ahead at 6, a retired Madison man making his time in quarantine count, how his small acts of kindness several times a week are making a big difference in his neighborhood. It's just ahead. Stay with us. And a bit of a warm-up in the forecast, followed by a rain-snow chance by the end of the week. Dana will have your first warn forecast.
The holidays brought a great surprise this year. It's my Rogan's receipt. Next time with the receipt, my purchase will be half price. Maybe some new boots.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Hey, call again. Our water makes my skin and hair feel like I'm 90.
How do you feel about high-efficiency water softeners from Culligan Water?
What?
How do you feel about smoother skin and luxurious hair?
I feel very good about that.
That's the power of water.
Keep
Keep your car or truck in top shape with big savings from Menards. Masterforce Pro Quality Floor Jacks lift more quickly than comparable jacks and feature an industry-leading lift range. Once you're ready to roll, make towing safer and easier with big savings on our entire selection of Tow Smart ball mounts and towing accessories. Save on Masterforce Floor Jacks and Tow Smart products from Menards. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Are you happy with your Medicare plan? Want to get more for your money? Take a look at Quartz Medicare Advantage plans in partnership with UW Health. Quartz Medicare Advantage plans start at $0 a month, including coverage for medical, hospital, and prescriptions. With $5 primary care visits, $0 preventive care, and $0 telehealth visits. It's no wonder that 98% of our Medicare Advantage members stay with Quartz. Learn more by requesting your free planning guide from Quartz today. Quartz also offers more value, including dental, vision, and hearing benefits. And Quartz gives you extras, like dollars for over-the-counter products and fitness benefits, from a plan that works closely with your doctor to take great care of you. This year, switch to Quartz Medicare Advantage. Call or go online to request your free planning guide from Quartz today.
At iMart Express, it's just the right price. 2 pairs of glasses start under $40. Using insurance? We accept over 1,000 plans, and using your benefits is as easy as 1, 2, 3. No insurance? No problem. Glasses to fit your budget. It's just the right price. Only at iMart Express.
The season for dress boots is here, and Rogan's has your next pair. Savings with 30% off the best name brands. Get the latest trends today and save at Rogan's.
Selection, service, name brands, and the second pair is half price. Visit online at roganshoes.com.
Welcome back. During this season of giving, a Madison man found a way to make taking a positive thing, too.
Jamie Perez shows us how he's spending his time socially distant from others while making a big impact on everyone.
When you're retired, you know, you can do just about anything you want.
For Dick Saunders, that doesn't mean sitting around. Saunders retired in December. Then in April, he came up with his own project, something he could do by himself while still helping his community.
And in 4 hours, I'll pick up about 7 or 8 bags.
Saunders walks along East Washington Avenue several times a week.
I'll pick up a little bit of trash here.
Picking up trash across from the Easttown Mall.
I will also find nails and screws in the street. I probably saved a lot of people from a flat tire.
And not only is he helping pick up the trash along East Washington here, but he's also returning any shopping carts that he finds along the way back to their proper retailers. He says that beautifying the area not only helps consumers, but the retailers as well.
Well, I like to see it helps all these businesses along here, you know. And I used to do it for property management. So I know the value of seeing things cleaned up.
Saunders says he plans to continue this even after the pandemic is over.
As long as I can. I like the walking too. I walk about 8 miles a day.
And hopes that more people will start putting the trash where it belongs.
I would suggest people keep a wastebasket in their car, a small one with a liner. And then when they're done with coffee, they just throw it in there, you know. They'll keep their car cleaner, and then they can throw it somewhere when they're done.
As a man who grew up in Madison, he can only hope that other people will find their own way during the pandemic to make a difference.
I realize that an individual can make a change in his neighborhood. You can change things on your own by doing something small like this.
In Madison, I'm Jamie Perez.
I think it's a lot of satisfaction doing it. It looks nice when you're done.
News 3 Now.
If you want to follow in his footsteps, Saunders said, make sure to get permission to use businesses' dumpsters or ask the City Streets Division for the best place to throw away trash.
Great to see people helping out like that. And the weather's been good for people to get outside. Chance of rain and snow, though, later in the week. Here's Dana with the forecast.
We've had quite a dry stretch, so looking at our next system coming in, it'll be nice to have a little bit of moisture mixing into the area. Clouds will stick around for tonight and for tomorrow. Temperatures in the mid to upper 40s, close to 50 degrees for Wednesday, maybe even for Thursday. And by the end of the week, a system starts to bring in a chance for some rain and light snow showers. Likely going to see some minor accumulation from that system passing through. Overnight, mostly cloudy. Temperatures only dropping a few more degrees to the mid to upper 20s for our overnight lows. Tomorrow, we'll continue to see a mostly cloudy sky with high temperatures in the low 40s, which is quite a bit above average, about a 10-degree jump above average from where we should be at right now. So tomorrow, fairly mild. Wednesday and Thursday also mild outside, but Wednesday we'll get the sunshine back. High temperatures will likely be in the mid to upper 40s. Wouldn't be surprised if some folks do see 50 degrees for Wednesday afternoon. And that's all in front of our next system, bringing in some rain chances starting early Friday morning. May see a few snowflakes swirling around early in the day, but once we get into the afternoon and temperatures are in the 40s, it's likely going to stay rain through the afternoon and evening before mixing with or transitioning back to snow at night when temperatures get close to freezing. This is one of those systems that we'll be keeping a very close eye on our temperature trend, because if that moisture starts to back up a little more coming in later at night when we see the cooler temperatures, could lead to a little more accumulation for us. Light snow possible overnight into Saturday. Likely going to see some light snow swirling around throughout the day on Saturday, and then as this pulls east, flurry chances expected for us on Sunday. So not a lot of moisture sticking behind for Sunday, but there is going to be the chance for some flurries still. Overall, that trend for any sort of accumulation in the 1 to 2 inch range for most of southern Wisconsin, with higher totals likely to the south and those lesser amounts expected to the north. It is one of those things where we're going to keep a close eye on the temperature trend. Doesn't seem likely that we're going to see a lot coming through, but a little bit on the ground after such a dry stretch. At least be nice to have a little bit of snow coming through. Our temperature outlook looking 6 to 10 days out, likely that we'll be in a warmer spot. Also likely that our precipitation is going to trend on the up. We have this system coming through for the end of this week and the weekend, and it does look likely a few more light chances for snow for the middle of next week. Tomorrow, plan on mostly cloudy skies, a little bit of a breeze, about 8 to 15 miles per hour with high temperatures in the low 40s. Again, about 10 degrees above average for tomorrow. We're in the mid to upper 40s for Wednesday and Thursday. And that system for Friday into the weekend cools us back down by Sunday and the start of next week, where high temperatures will be back closer to average. There'll be a few more light chances for snow for the middle of next week, though neither of those right now look like they will bring too much accumulation, just a little more moisture to the area after such a dry stretch. That's a quick look at our forecast.
And coming up in sports, physical is the name of the game on Saturday for the Battle of the Bull, while the Badgers say they'll be ready for a fight. Next on News 3 Now.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
The Lynx device stops reflux by using magnets to strengthen the muscle at the end of the esophagus, and this prevents acid from flowing from the stomach back into the esophagus.
Stoughton Hospital. Trusted care close to home.
At Papa Murphy's, we knead seriously, chop seriously, and shred seriously. Because we're serious about Tuesdays, even if you're not. Every Tuesday, get a large pizza for just $10. Papa Murphy's. Change the way you pizza.
Going Cars is having a huge winter sale. Don't miss out on 2018 Chevy Cruzes starting at $11,995 or $185 per month.
That's right. You can buy a 2018 Chevy Cruze starting at $11,995 or $185 per month.
Going Cars is family owned and operated for over 50 years.
So just hurry in today and ask for my sister, Crystal the Pistol Gobin.
Or my brother, Donovan Gobin.
You gotta go to Gobin, GobinCars.com.
Hey, no cell phones at the table. But it's Grandma.
Hi, Mom. Go ahead. Give your home those new items you're craving for a comfy new feel. You're in luck. Slumberland's biggest Thanksgiving sale in 3 years has been held over. Get an additional 25% off our already low prices. Get your look for less at the Thanksgiving sale held over at Slumberland.
Bye, Grandma.
Bye, Grandma.
Keeping yourself and your family safe from germs and bacteria is made easy with Cetus ultraviolet technology for sterilization. Through time-tested ultraviolet irradiation, killing 99% of dangerous microbes is simple and effortless. UV light technology is faster and more reliable than water-based disinfectants. Now easier than ever to live germ-free. Visit www.cetusonline.com. That is CETUSonline.com.
The Lynx device stops reflux by using magnets to strengthen the muscle at the end of the esophagus, and this prevents acid from flowing from the stomach back into the esophagus.
Stoughton Hospital. Trusted care close to home.
Tuesday morning, it's the season of giving, and a local nonprofit is asking for your help providing thousands of kids with a special gift in time for the holidays.
We'll tell you how you can help make it a happy holiday season for someone, coming up tomorrow morning.
The Heartland Trophy is much more than a 72-pound gold bull. The winner of the game carries it off the field, keeps it for a year, and is deemed the tougher team. Think about it. Wisconsin and Iowa are basically mirror images of one another. They both pride themselves on playing tough, smart, and physical football. So Saturday's game in Iowa City is going to come down to who can out-tough the other.
Their whole program is built similar to ours, where they want to make it physical. They want to make it a run-first type of game, and so do we. So we know it's kind of strength versus strength colliding.
They're the tough team. They're known for being tough. They're going to be, hard-nosed. So to me, it's like, who's the tougher team? Who's gonna fight till the end, and who's gonna fight every single snap? And really, the trophy is a sign of who did that better.
The Big Ten ACC Challenge has turned into the Big Ten Atlantic 10 Challenge. Well, at least for the Wisconsin men. The Badgers are essentially swapping out Louisville for Rhode Island on Wednesday. Now, the plan, at least the hope, is to reschedule the Louisville game on Sunday, depending how the Cardinals' COVID tests go. But as far as how the Rams game came to be, well, it was one of those right place, right time sort of deals.
We're also running out of dates to get 7 games in. So I think to be able to get Rhode Island in at the 11th hour like this, a really good team, a really good program, terrific players. I think that's about as good as it could get given the short notice we had to work with.
Are going to go with Cameron.
On the ice, the Wisconsin men's hockey team series at Michigan State has been called off because of a positive test within the Badgers program. The 2 games were the team's final 2 games of the first half of their schedule. The series is expected to be made up during the second half of the season. The women's hockey team's first half of their season is done after only playing 1 series. The Badgers, who called off the border battle with Minnesota last week because of positive COVID cases, have postponed their final 2 series against Minnesota, Duluth, and Ohio State because the team wouldn't have the minimum number of players available to play due to the coronavirus and injuries. So Badger hockey, men's and women's, Eric, officially done until 2021.
And football, it's been kind of wreaking havoc in the Big Ten, but it looks like as planned this week.
Fingers crossed.
All right. Thank you, Zach. Let's go to Dana. Final check.
Another day with cloudy skies tomorrow. High temperatures will be in the low 40s, and then we're in the mid to upper 40s for Wednesday and for Thursday. A system starts to bring in rain on Friday with the chance for a little bit of mix, mainly at night and into Saturday when temperatures will be close to freezing. That transitions to some light snow during the day on Saturday with flurry chances into Sunday with minor accumulations expected. A little bit of a cool down to start off next week with a few more chances for snow expected to build in for the middle of the week.
All right, Dana, thank you, and thanks for joining us for News 3 Now at 6.